Hi everyone, and thanks for taking the time to watch my easy step-by-step tutorial on long exposure photography. But let's check out the intro first. We're gonna start with the basic things you will need to take long exposure images. You will need a DSLR or mirrorless camera, a sturdy tripod, a filter holder, a 6-stop and 10-stop ND filter, and a remote shutter release. First, check your histogram. As you can see, mine is showing clipped highlights. By turning the exposure dial, we can move the histogram to the left of the screen, which is in turn decreasing the shutter speed to 1 second. My aperture is set to f11 and my ISO is set to the lowest number on my Canon EOS R, which is 100. As you can see, with a 1 second exposure, the sea isn't that smooth. So now we need to insert the ND filter. I will use a 6-stop filter. Next, I will increase the exposure time slowly by turning the dial, while checking the histogram, making sure I don't clip any highlights. The shutter speed has reached its maximum of 30 seconds. The aperture is still at f11 and the ISO 100. The histogram sits perfectly in the middle. No clipped highlights or clipped shadows. The sea should be relatively smooth with the 30-second exposure. But now we're gonna take it up a notch by going more than 30 seconds. Oops, I just knocked the tripod. I'm going to insert an ND gradient filter, which will only darken the sky, since the foreground is still a bit dark. I will explain about the ND grads in another video. As you can see on the LCD screen, the sky darkened just slightly. I need to readjust the focus point. I need to match the two triangles until they turn green. For an exposure of more than 30 seconds, we need to change the settings to bulb mode. I will reset the f-stop to f11 and the ISO stays the same at 100. Now we need to use the remote shutter release, because the shutter button will not work in bulb mode. Now I'm gonna take the shot. Since I have previous experience in long exposure photography, I'm gonna take a 2-minute exposure. You can also download an app on your mobile device, which calculates the exact time you will need for a long exposure without clipping highlights or shadows. I will explain which apps you can use and go through the settings also. But let's leave this for another video. As you can see with the 2-minute exposure, we have a perfectly smooth sea. Please watch till the end to see the final edited image. Thanks for watching, and make sure to hit that subscribe button and feel free to leave any comments below. Thank you.